Now, this is an experience that I share, that I need to share. Every time I minister to somebody, I encourage somebody, I'm encouraging a remnant or speaking to a remnant, the Lord a lot of times will bring me back to this verse. And and this person will be asked why they are carrying, why they are so heavy burdened. They are so heavily burdened. They carry so much burden on them. And sometimes it's unconsciously. You don't even know, but you're feeling that you're carrying so much and you don't understand what you're carrying. You're just, your body is tired, your mind is tired, your spirit is tired. You're hardly getting breakthroughs of anything when you pray or when you try and think, focus on thinking. So a lot of things, a lot of this is because you're carrying burdens and you shouldn't. Okay. There's somebody I was listening to, a prophet, and they said, no, no, actually, it was a pastor. He said that, and I can't remember his name. Oftentimes, listen to people, and I finish with the video, I don't even remember who did what. So, this person was a pastor, and one time he had been praying and about something, breakthrough, to get a breakthrough about something. And what happened is that he had a dream. And in this dream, Jesus came to him very angry, very, very angry. And he was asking him, give me back my stuff. Give me back my things. So he kept asking, what things are those I have of yours, Jesus, that I have held back from you? And he told him the same thing like 3 times, 3 or 4 times. Give me back my things. And he was very angry with him. So the last time that he asked him, and he was asking, what is it that I have that excuse me, that belongs to you? And Jesus told him, you're carrying burdens that are not yours. These are my things. These are things for me to do. You cannot do the work of God. Only me. It's only me who can carry burdens. Why are you carrying them? Give me back my things. And when he woke up, he was so shocked and he didn't realize he had been carrying burdens. So what he did is he was reminded of this verse of bringing burdens to the Lord. And he just prayed by faith, told God, whatever burdens I am carrying, whatever heavy loads I am carrying, Lord, I lay them down at your feet. Jesus, I refuse to carry them anymore. This is your work, it's not my work. Forgive me for doing your work. And immediately he put all those burdens, whatever burdens they were, whether they are burdens that he knew or not knew, he just said, whatever, whether I know it or whether I don't know it, I put them all down. He just said that, and he said he felt so light. He felt a heavy burden leave him. And so every time I minister to somebody, this will always come up. God will, especially there was a season that it kept coming up every time I talk to somebody. And the Lord was always asking this person, why are you carrying burdens that are not yours? Why are you insisting on being burdened, on carrying burdens, and this is not your work? And somebody looks at me so shocked, like, what? I'm carrying burdens. Like, yeah, every time you're thinking, you're stressing about something, every time you're trying to figure things out with your own strength, with your own mind, with your, not asking God, that is carrying a burden which is not yours. He has made it so easy for you to rely on Him. Okay? So what I am led usually to tell people is right now, lay down your burdens. Whatever burdens, whether you're thinking you're carrying any burdens or not, whatever burdens of your body, soul, and spirit, emotional burdens, physical, even sometimes it's just physical. You don't see them with your physical eyes, but a lot of things, responsibilities, physical responsibility, you carry. A lot of burdens are probably financial responsibility. You're worried how to get by with the little money you have, or even you don't even have, and you're stressing, how will I get this money, how will I, all those are burdens. So I usually just tell people, just lay down all these burdens and stop stressing about things and start talking to your God. Start talking to your God. So I just lead them to that prayer in this verse, exactly as it is, and says, Father, I come to you. Jesus, I come to you. All this, in fact, it's Jesus who said, these are my burdens. He's the one who is the burden bearer. Okay? So you can just say, Jesus, I just lay down all my burdens, whatever I've been carried consciously and unconsciously. whatever I've been stressing about consciously and unconsciously, whatever it is, you know all the burdens I'm carrying, you can see them and you know them. So everything that I have burdened myself with, I lay them down at your feet. At your feet. And every time I am tempted to pick it up, consciously or unconsciously, help me know so that I lay them down again. I keep laying. It's a daily struggle. It's not just something you pray once and that's it. It's a daily struggle. Every time you start stressing about something, every time you have a plan B, every time you have um, an plan how to do something, how to execute something, and you have not given this over to God to give you the right ideas, to give you the right direction, to give you the right formulas to do something. You're actually doing things for yourself. And here I'm talking about Christians. You're so used to doing this. The economy is so bad, so you're trying to be a hustler to try and look for money here and there. And yet Jesus had said, the flowers in the fields do not dress themselves. It's the one who dresses them. The birds, they get, and animals, they get food from him. They don't worry. They don't wake up worrying, oh, will we get food during the day? Will we get... No, they just go about their business. And somehow they get fed by God. Somehow rain rains on everybody, whether you're a believer or not. And people, and the sun even shines on everybody. Okay? So the Lord has prepared a portion for everybody. You don't need to worry. There are people who are worried because they want excess. But provided, you don't even need to ask for money. Just say, God, I need food. And you will get food somehow. You don't need the money. Most people think you need money to do everything. No. Start praying. Stop burdening yourself and start praying for specific things. Start asking God, even if you're not a believer, because some remnants are not believers, and they might be listening to this. Even if you're not a believer, ask your maker, provide for me for provisions today. I don't have food. Provide for my family and I. I need this. I need clothes. I need shelter. Provide for that. You don't specifically need money. Because once this money comes into your hands, even if you have prayed for it and money comes into your hands, somehow it will find another use than what you had prayed for. So most of the time, that's what people pray. They burden themselves trying to look for it, because God has not answered them in the time they wanted to be answered. They haven't seen the answer of God because they are looking with their eyes in the wrong direction. And you start thinking God has not answered you, and yet He has answered you in another way that you didn't think. Okay? So just keep focused, and just when you're feeling stressed, or you're worrying about something, just tell yourself, I lay down these burdens at the feet of Jesus. I lay down these burdens at the feet of God. I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to stress. I don't want to worry anymore. God, give me peace. And in this season, he kept saying, I want my children at peace. I want my children. And when you're burdened, you're not at peace. So once you lay down all these burdens, you oftentimes feel such a relief. Whatever you are feeling in your body, not knowing why you're feeling heavy hearted, or your mind is just clogged up, you realize, oh my God, now I can think. Now I can see. My eyes are open now to see. That means you are actually burdened. You had burdened yourself with the stress of this world. You are not looking at God as a source to provide for everything that you need, or to give you solutions to everything, even for work, business, or how to just to give you favor to see to get a job, or to get means of income. Even as he told us before, this is even the season for manna. You need faith. You cannot operate with your hands the way you've been operating and make it. No, trust God. But put down all these burdens of plan B and everything, and begin to trust God to provide for you however he wants, and he will do it in an orthodox way. Oftentimes in this season, when we least expected it, the least person we least expected it is the one that would help us. And it was very shocking, because somebody will just bless you and you're like, wow, the one you are looking at was not the one he came through with. So thank you so much for listening, and hope it helps.